I've always been fascinated with different languages and different cultures, and I really wanted to get to know, really get to know a different culture.
I'd never studied abroad before. I'd never lived in another country. I'd never even been outside of the United States, so being an Italian major, I wanted to take advantage of the opportunities that Notre Dame offers and take advantage of another culture. So.
In Bologna, Italy, it's a full immersion program, so we're responsible for finding our own housing, which was very scary at the beginning, but knowing that we could do that in the first week with the limited Italian was probably the most rewarding experience I had.
Yes, I had great cultural experiences. The Bologna program is perfect for that because we are able to study at the public University of Bologna and live with Italians. And so,
I think the most rewarding experience was being able to live with other Italian students. It really puts you right into the culture.
The classes that I took in Bologna were really challenging. I was in all Italian classes, as all classes are there. You have to take them in Italian, so that added difficulty was definitely something to get used to.
Also some art history classes, which I think were probably the best classes there, just being able to go see the art right in front of you. You know, Italy's wonderful for art history.
They were all very unique, very different from my experiences at Notre Dame. The teaching style in Italy is very different and very exciting to get to know.
Well, I loved living in Bologna. It was an incredible experience, both as far as my education went, the quality of the university there, but also it's a real Italian city.
I loved living in Bologna. It's a wonderful city to live in. It's a great city to study in. It's a university city and it draws people from all over the world.
Living in Bologna is fantastic. It is a college town. It's a university city with 100,000 students, and so it really caters to students. There's opportunities everywhere.
Yes, I traveled to Rome. I traveled to Florence, to Milan.
Went down to Basilicata in the southern part with my roommates for Easter. But then I also did travel outside of Italy.
I actually was really nervous that after leaving this program I would forget all my Italian, so I tried to go to as many small towns as possible, places that I wouldn't normally go to as an American tourist.
The Bologna program is probably the best program that the university offers in terms of a cultural experience of Italy.
And then the fact that you can go for a year allows you to put yourself into that culture and then get comfortable with the culture, and with that move forward and do things that you never thought that you'd be able to do.
The Bologna program was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. Having that opportunity to study and live in a foreign country was probably the best part of my time at Notre Dame. Even though
studying abroad makes you appreciate so many more things about yourself, about Notre Dame, about all of your other experiences in your life, because you learn through the differences that you find in another culture to appreciate what you already know and to build on.
Well, Notre Dame has such a great community, but it's very different when you're abroad. There were only 5 students from Notre Dame on the program, and because it's a consortium with members from many other American universities, we had a really tight-knit group of about 30 American students.
My favorite thing about being able to study abroad was really just being able to take advantage of everything that the culture has. Being able to travel to other cultures, but then also just within the Italian culture, being able to go to things like Carnevale or the Palio in Siena and really experience something that the Italians get excited for. It wasn't...
I guess my experience with study abroad was one of great change. Being on my own for an entire year, being in charge of my own day and given more responsibility for my own classes, my own schedule, was really a wonderful time.